there was no program I found which actually worked and benefited the citizens. So, to avoid this exploitation and high interest rates, I crafted a program. But in crafting that program, I needed an association which can be able to collect the money on behalf of the bank. Hence, the birth of Lumba, beginning in 2011, but we went through difficulties, it collapsed, we built it up again in 2012. In 2013, we managed to get something which was stable. That is the birth of Lumba. So when Otafiire is visiting a constituency on a program which he doesn't understand, he should stop attacking before he gets the actual facts of what took place. Between 2013 and 2020, I was able to distribute about 7,000 motorcycles to the people of Lira and the surrounding areas through the Lumba program. And I was prepared to continue with that program. But along the way, within the NRM, that program was fought. Leaders of NRM have fought that program. I don't know, you members of the press, I think you saw when we were defeating them in Oyam, they complained about the borders. A lot of the borders got arrested. In Dokro, they complained about the borders. They have fought this program, but this program is benefiting the citizens. So, Otafiire's attack, I felt, was very misplaced. It was wrong, and it misses the point. Much as that event was supposed to now crown somebody as a patron of this organization, the so-called patron does not want to carry the debt or the liabilities of Lumba. I have gone through a difficult period where efforts are made to prevent people from paying loans. And my cry has been, even if you're fighting Akena, please, you go ahead and fight Akena. But do not destroy a young Ugandan's future by destroying their credit. You destroy their credit, wherever they go in Uganda, they're still going to have to meet credit at some point. They'll need a loan at some point. Don't destroy the people. Now, the big question is now, am I crying over spilled milk? Definitely not. But the challenge is here that if Akena can bridge a gap between a government bank, namely Post Bank, and a need in the society, which was the border, and through that, 7,000 border come, then NRM with all its officials are busy fighting Akena to stop this program. Who are they fighting for? My cry is the people of Uganda are being exploited. I have demonstrated clearly that government has the tools. It's just the will to be able to serve the people of Uganda. So the challenge now goes beyond Otafiire and goes to the President of the Republic. I used Post Bank. Post Bank has branches all over Uganda. Why can you not come up with something reasonable where the border industry and people can get a fair amount or pay fair interest on the loans which they get? I demonstrated it is possible, it is practical, and it works. It was successful until it was fought by NRM. But the question now going towards 2026, who is going to do it for the people of Uganda? Who is going to do it for the borders within this country? That is my challenge and my question, which I put to the leadership of NRM. And this issue, I don't want to leave it here because we're going into election, and now the EC wants to cut the registration in February. I have mentioned, I have a daughter who is going to become 18 in August. Effectively, the EC said that this 18-year-old who by law can even contest for the presidency of Uganda cannot participate in this election. I mentioned in previous times that when I returned from exile after my father's burial, I registered on the 26th of October. That next year, I was a candidate and a voter. Between October and election was around, I think that time it was February. I was a voter. We've had by-elections. Voters update is done in time. Why are you cutting off all of these young Ugandans who should have an opportunity to vote? So to me, I'm going let Ugandans be able to determine their own future in the presidential and parliamentary elections of 2026. The cutoff point should not be now. You can do it within reasonable time where you can produce a register for that election, but cutting off in February is something which is not going to be acceptable. I think at this point I might have said a lot. I'm open to questions.